People with disabilities have fair housing rights. Do you know your housing rights as a person with disabilities? The term disability describes any condition of the body or mind that limits a person's ability to do certain activities, including hearing or seeing, moving, communicating, remembering or learning, or performing any other activities of daily living. And while some disabilities are easy to see, others are less obvious. 1 in 4 people in the US are disabled, and the Fair Housing Act offers them protection from discrimination. This means landlords and property managers are required to work in good faith with disabled tenants to achieve equal enjoyment of their homes, including reasonable accommodations or modifications. Do any of these situations look familiar? Often, discrimination is subtle. So while people with disabilities may not be blatantly denied housing due to their disability, they are not always treated fairly. For instance, a condo owner finds they need to install grab bars to their bathroom because of a disability and sends an email to the Owners Association. The Owners Association responds back with a construction modification form that is 10 pages long and is needed in triplicate, requires verification by multiple doctors, and demands a disclosure of diagnosis. This is overly burdensome and an example of not acting in good faith. Here is a renter with an emotional support or assistance animal. They have verification documentation from their therapist and want to discuss an exception to a no animals policy. Which of the following responses by their landlord is illegal? We only accept verification from doctors. A cat doesn't qualify as a support animal. What exactly are you being treated for? If you answered all of the above, you're correct. Landlords and property managers do not get to decide what qualifies as a disability or the treatment of that disability, and people with disabilities never need to disclose their condition. Acting in good faith means both parties need to work together in an interactive process to create fair solutions. Here are a few good examples. A renter who is deaf asks that communication be in writing or face-to-face for lip reading. Their landlord agrees and sends text messages and gives written notice of any scheduled maintenance. A prospective tenant who receives Social Security disability payments on the 3rd of the month requests a change to the lease, so the rent is due on the 4th. The property manager agrees. A tenant develops a disability and now requires wheelchair access. The property owner double-checks that door size and other measurements are adequate, and also waives the fee for a reserved parking spot that is easy to access. Often, solutions are not costly or difficult if people work together, but sometimes people with disabilities need help to make sure they are being treated fairly. We are here to make sure those with a disability are protected from discrimination and able to coordinate safe and accessible home environments. If you think you have not been treated in good faith or need help navigating the interactive process with a housing provider, please contact us. We are the Pittsburgh Commission on Human Relations, and our mission is to ensure fair housing for all of our city's residents.